draws the line between forgery and feeling inspired? Who defines derivative versus being admired? Who decides what original means? Who aspires and who's the wannabes? Upon the shoulders of giants, I've got a long way to drop. Oh, I never get here on my own. See the view from the top.
Well, hello, welcome back to another mussel fishing film with Beachy Angler, who's over there. We're on Easy Living today. Bit of a slow start this morning, not through our fault. The engine doesn't like the cold particularly, so we had to wait about an hour until the engine warmed up a little bit, and then it turned over finally, and we got out here. Today really is more of a just anchor up, very close inshore. We're not even a mile off really, I don't think, and we're just going to try possibly for a codling or something like that. There might be some fullback rays about, there might be some strap eels, there might be some whiting about. We don't really know. It's a sort of test today really, just to try something new. So we've actually, it's rare really, normally we talk through the rigs first, don't we, and then we do that, but we wanted to just get here because we were out a little bit later than we wanted to be. We wanted to get here, put the anchor in and get our rods cast. So we've got two rods out at the minute. Ben's pointing to one, I think he might have seen a bite on my one. We've got two rods out on running ledger rigs. Very, very simple, just single hook running ledger rig, 6/0 hooks. And you know, I have got a bite on there, yeah, little nibble. We've actually got a knock on the right hand rod. And we're just using singular squid basically. And we're just seeing what we can get. So today you're at anchor on a bit of sand near a bit of reef, and we're just going to see what we can pull up. We'll see. We've got about 4 hours, so it's nice to be out fishing, isn't it, on a beautiful winter's day. So the nearest rod to me just here, that's been tapping away now for a little while. It's not an aggressive bite, but now thornback rays, which are in this area, we know that. Any sort of ray bite, they will tip, the tip will go like this, and what that is, that's the ray coming over the bait, and it's settling, and it's trying, the wings are like flapping, and they're trying to hover their mouth over that bait, and they're trying to find the bait to suck it in. So you don't normally strike on the first go unless it's hooped over. Just let them develop a little bit. But the problem is I'm a little impatient, and I do like to strike to see what's on the end. Sometimes it's better to wait. I'm just going to strike this rod. It has had a few knocks. I don't think there's a fish on, but I just want to make sure the bait's okay. If the bait's okay on this one, I sort of know my other rod's going to be alright as well. I think. It might be a doggy, but. Oh, he's come off. He's just come off. Ah, okay. Just come off. Which is a poo poo. Silly me. Oh well. Nibble again?
Yeah.
Very good.
One of the smaller baits.
Yeah, that's it. I've got something on, doggy.
Jake's got a dog, I've got something on as well.
Oh. Ben's got a fish on behind me. And I've got a doggy, and Ben's got a whiting.
Well, I said if we get the big ones I wouldn't care. But we haven't, we've got a tiny little pin whiting, and he's taken a whole squid. Jake's got a dogfish out to my right as well.
Yeah, it's not what we're after, guys, but hey, it's a fish. That one can go back. We're not going to Scotland for a few good, well, probably the end of the year nearly, so we don't need to keep any for baits, for skate baits. So we'll put Mr. Doggy back. I certainly don't need a photo with that one. Goodbye. Now I've actually got a bite on both rods here. I'm going to strike this white one because it's been going for a little bit longer. think we can guess what it probably will be, but also got a bite on the top rod there, look. Nah, don't think there's anything on that one. But yeah, totally missed that one, but the bait's pretty much mangled, so we need to change that. So we'll have a little look at the other one while we're here. Here we go. Two very mangled baits. So I've got a bite on this one, and I've got a bite on my left one. That one and that one are going, but this one's been going for longer. Now the issue is with using a large squid and a single big hook. Obviously we don't really want to catch dogfish, but the dogfish will pick up the back of the squid or the head of it where your hook's not quite through, and it will just mouth it. And when you pick it up, you'll go, oh yeah, fish on, and then they'll unmouth it, they'll let go of it, and then the fish is gone. Yeah, they are proving to be a bit of a nuisance at the minute, to be honest. Not quite as many as last year though. I mean, last year I was out fishing this sort of time of year, January, and it was just, I mean, it was relentless dogfish. It was annoying. Right, there's one on there, but will it stay on? That's the question. Don't really mind. Yeah, there is a fish on there. I can feel it. Doesn't actually feel very dogfish-like, but it will be. You're a bit more of a slower wind, generally they might stay on a bit more, but they curl up and then the tide knocks them off. Yeah, he's still there at the minute. Might come off at the back of the boat, but we'll see. Oh, it's a pouting, it's another species for the day. Probably worse than the dogfish, I think, but yeah, usually if you're a wrecking or congering, that would be a perfect bait, but today I think the little man can return to the water. Not what we're after.
A bit of a struggle. We knew it was going to be.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be, mate. We didn't expect it to be.
The reason works now.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everyone wants to come winter cod fishing.
Oh, there's a. Ah, they just come off. There was a dogfish on, and it popped off. Point proven.
But you know what? It's a lovely view.
Yeah, it's fine.
We've got the boat ready for tomorrow.
Yeah. See it as that. See it as that.
If we catch a
oh, we have got a doggy on. Tell a lie. Oh, he's come off. Just.
I went to get my camera.
Back of the boat. Right. This rod here. This rod will catch dogfish. So just a quick chat about the rigs we're using. We've got a clip coast lock swivel up here, and then we've just got a locked in running weight. It's probably about 12 inches there, 6 ounce weight because it's not a big tide today. And then we've got about 3 foot of 80-pound mono on a single 3.0 hook there, just with a bit of squid on it. As I said, I'm just going to put my smaller rod out now. I'm just going to drop it down the back here and just hold it and feel for some bites, just so I can get a few fish for you, just to show you what's down there. So we have pouting dogfish and Ben's had a whiting. So all the nuisance species and the non-exciting species, the non-exciting fish species, but you know, it only takes one bite. So my smaller rig is just a weight at the bottom and just two, one up, one downs, just paternosters off with a little bit of squid. Now I think we'll see the difference almost instantly here, where we'll get bites and we'll connect to almost every single one of them, just because the hooks are so much smaller. The reel's a little bit stiff and horrible, but yeah, I just want to show you that the reason why we're not catching them on the larger hooks is just because they're not that big fish. So the small rod has already had some taps on it. It's not the perfect rig for dogfish, to be fair, because it'd be better to be on a running ledger and 2 small little hooks, but like a wishbone rig. But it will work. I mean, I've already had knocks on there. I'm just going to let it develop really until it's properly going, because it's quite a light rod. I'll know if it's on or not. Look, in the winter, guys, around our way down the southeast coast, there's really not a lot of fish, and that's why everybody goes 20, 30, 40 mile offshore and hits the wrecks for the big pollock, which is what we are doing in the next few days. But today, because we didn't have loads of time, it is just about just getting out and experimenting on some marks, because if you don't try, you'll never know. So we've got a bite on here. Now there's much smaller hooks on this rod. I've just put it on, I took away that light rod because the reel's knackered on it, and I've just clicked the rig onto the end of the clip, just like on a running ledger, but it's got 2 little one up, one downs, very small hooks. So there's no reason why we shouldn't start picking up a few small fish on here. It'd be much more pleasant if we were on a light gear, but I can feel him pollarding along. There we go. Yeah, fish on. Fish on. I'd be very surprised if this comes off as well, because we've got small hooks on here, so it should have actually hooked itself. Oh, hello. Might be a double doggy, guys. It might be. Oh, did he just come off? I think he might have just come off. I was just saying he should be hooked. Oh no, he's still there. He's still there. He's going heavy light, and now he's gone light. Hopefully he'll still be there, or something will be. Yeah, something's still there. Hey, doggy, there you go. And as I said, that is hooks, look. That's why I changed the rig. Look, proper hooked fish there. It's not just mouthing the bait, that's actually taken it and hooked it right in the side, look. That's why we changed the rig, just to catch a few extra fish. Just casted this one out and pretty much instantly there's bites on it, but yeah, they're not hammering the baits today. They're sort of a bit fussy, finicky. Finicky is the word, actually. Yeah, there's some knocking down there. Again, I don't think we're connected to that, even with the small hooks. Just not. Oh, there is. I think there is a fish on. Yeah, they're just not. There is a fish on. Winter fishing, guys, is all about just getting out and having a go. It's not about necessarily catching loads, especially when you go inshore. Oh, it's another species. It's a whiting. There we go. Another species for me. I've had a pouting, a dogfish, and a whiting. Let's have a look what this is. Well, I've left you over here just while we're taking some photos. There's oh yeah, there's a dogfish on that one. We're going to wind this one in because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a fish or 2 on it. Yeah, fish on. So just by using the smaller hooks and just changing it to that sliding rig opposed to having the weight on the end, we are getting a few more fish now. Oh, admittedly they're nothing really, they're just a bit of fun, but I'd rather be catching something than nothing. Oh, hello, double shot. Oh, here we go.
Jake's got a double shot of whiting.
There we go. So as I was saying, they're now on a sliding ledger, and we've just put the rig on the end with the small hooks. So instead of the weight being on the bottom of this rig, the weight is on the top, so it's laid out flat. But yeah, just a couple of whiting. Bite on that rod as well. Oh, it's turning into be a wonderful session, isn't it? There we go. Right, let's recast that one. We're out here trying, guys. What can I say? We're out here trying, giving it our go. You never know what might come along, so. Gonna have a little strike. Right, we're gonna strike this one. It's been bouncing for a while. Let's see what it might be, if anything. I don't know. I don't think there's anything there. It's really, really bouncing and biting, but again, I think it's a lot of whiting. I think there might be a dogfish on, but yeah, possibly. Let's see. Something on. It's not going to excite me, but hey, it's a fish. Oh, it is a whiting. Great, excellent. How funny that they've just suddenly come on the turn. I mean, that's taken a 3/0 hook as well. So it just shows they are not shy. Right, I've left this one rattling for a while, so let's see if there's anything attached to the end, shall we? Yeah, fish there. Very pretty day today. Just a little bit of snow on the hills over there, or deep frost. Oh, it's a pouting. Another species to take a photo of. Look at that, there you go. Something on there, double shot I think. I'm going to call it double shot. Ooh, oh, not a double shot, just the one. Just the one.
Friends?
Oh yes, scallopers. No whiting. Oh, lots of them. The boat's starting to swing around now. It's actually happened a little bit earlier than it should have done, so making, obviously having multiple rods out, a bit tricky. So I'm just going to start tidying away now. I'm going to keep one rod out and just see if we can just keep that one fishing for now, but I think, yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky now, to be honest. As I say, we haven't got all day anyway, so it's just a case of coming out and grabbing what we can when we can, really. But look, beautiful day, isn't it? Lovely flat seas, so yeah, not going to moan too much. Right, so we've pulled in all the rods now. The tide has swung really early, and it means that when you're swinging on anchor, you can't fish very easily with multiple rods. So we're gonna pull the anchor in now. We'll probably head in, but if we can find some clear water and some birds working, we might try to see if we can get a herring. But we'll see. It depends on, I say, if we can see some clear water and we can see some gulls. But if we do that, then I will insert it here. Well, this is when the GoPro cut out, and I didn't fancy getting another battery out to finish it off. But thank you for watching. Let's hope we get some more exciting fish soon. Cheers.